listening to the High Noon Podcast. Your host, Mason Smith.
All right, welcome to another episode of High Noon. Got first-time guest Pat George, and finally returning guest, but first time with me, Lemaire Lee.
Hello. This is my third High Noon, but Mason's finally here.
Yeah,
Mason's here and nobody else is.
yeah, right. That is the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
That's fun. And then this time though, you're hungover,
Oh yeah.
dude. And you know that. So that second or the other time you were on with Michael Ridley and Nicholas.
Yeah.
Even though I was originally just hungover, I ended up being actually sick.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
a COVID?
dude, I don't know, but I was actually sick. I was like legitimately fucked up.
Yeah.
What were you doing last night?
Me? Oh, I just did some spots and then I had a few. That's all, you know.
Oh yeah, just a regular Saturday.
Yeah, it started out as one. I was like, I'm not gonna have that many. I'm gonna have one drink, and I was like, what? 2 drinks?
Dude.
What? 3 drinks?
Yeah.
What? 4 drinks?
Huh?
5. I had 5 drinks last night.
And then somebody
and then 3 shots.
Yeah, I was about to say. And then a shot gets introduced, and you go, "There's that feeling."
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop. Yeah,
fun.
I'm trying to stoke off the rumors, my mental rumors that I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, you just gotta, you
I'm
gotta
trying to
push
stoke
that
it
out.
Nah, I can't push it out. That means I am if I push it out. I'm just trying to like prove.
I think if you're keeping track of how many beers you have, I feel like that's like, I think that might be
It's
the
on
start
the
of
way.
it.
Yeah.
Well, the mental gymnastics of trying to,
One beer.
what do you call it when you try to make it right to yourself?
Justify.
Justify.
Yeah.
The mental gymnast. He already speaks Mason.
Well, we have an unspoken bond. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we share the same brain cell.
Absolutely. We have to share it, I think.
Yeah. You go with it. Yeah, here you go.
Here, yeah. Let me have it for a
I'll
second.
sit this one out.
Yeah. But yeah, the mental gymnastics of trying to justify your drinking. I'm actually going through it right now myself.
Yeah.
So for the last few months, I kind of got into a little swing of I would wake up and I would immediately just start I would take Bill for a walk because I know that it's coming to an end before it's too hot.
Say that W word around the board.
And I would oh yeah, sorry, Bill, that's true. I would take him for a WAOK, and there's a
What now?
Oh wait, let me give you that brain cell back.
Oh yeah. Oh. Well,
Yeah. And we would WAOK down to the Buddies Market over there, and I would immediately just get a White Claw.
From the
So
market?
yeah, and I had just woke up.
Habitual. Yeah.
And I accidentally kind of got a little bit physically addicted, and so
He's like shaking on a walk.
Dude,
He's like,
for real.
No, I need to go on one.
so I've noticed now. So now I have a method of reeling it in, getting back to a normal state, and I'm good now. But what you have to do is you just gotta, when you wake up, you have to set a time where you're not going to drink until that time, and then when that time hits, you try to only do beer for the first few days.
Intermittent
and
raging.
then once you start getting rid of the shakes in the morning, then you can start getting back on a normal habit. But I suggest 7 or 8 p.m. at the starting point.
How do you know you got the? Because I used to sweat. That was one of the signs that I noticed I needed to slow down.
Yeah.
Night sweats.
Yep.
That's not just for drinking, pal.
Dude, my sheets were soaked.
Yeah, it's like scary when you wake up like that because I used to be a bedwetter.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh no, I'm regressing.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Did you ever get itchy when you would try to stop drinking or like take a few days off?
Dude, the other day I got really itchy. I was playing video games. I was like, why am I so fucking itchy?
Were you not drinking?
No.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
So can you look up, is itching a side effect of detoxing? Because I notice when I try to just go cold turkey, I get really itchy and twitchy.
I know it is for barbiturates. They're like for what's it called?
Xanax.
Yeah,
coming
like
off
pills and
Xanax.
shit like
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yes,
Holy
itching
shit.
can be a side effect of detoxing, particularly during alcohol withdrawal or when the body is processing toxins, and can manifest as skin rashes, dryness, or general itchiness.
This is a big ass TV, by the way.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's sick, isn't it?
I may say, hats off to your TV.
That's a good TV, dude.
That's a good
goddamn
TV.
TV.
Yeah, I
right
love
there.
that fucking
Is
thing.
that
Dude,
about 100 inches?
I
that's
still-
80.
I didn't even have to squint to read that.
Yeah.
You know how much Should I be squinting at my house right now?
Yeah. Fucking
itchy. No, it says. I think it says no.
fucking squinting Tarantino.
Dude, I think, man.
Dude, I can't. That's crazy. You guys both get itchy if you don't have you don't tie one on.
If I go like
Not to
nothing,
judge.
no. If I've talked about this a ton of times, but if I go like stop, nothing, I feel horrible. I'm sweaty and on and off cold, and I get twitch like and I'm itchy as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like little points on me.
Like you
It
got
feels like, why are there so many bugs crawling on me right now?
Exactly. And honestly, and then you have the thing where you go, shit, am I an alcoholic?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but that's borderline for sure. That's like where you're like you would be, because I had that once. I came out of the only time I've had that was coming out of surgery.
Yeah.
And I had the what's the Michael Jackson one?
Propanol.
No,
Propofol.
Propofol.
Yeah, we all said sort of close to the same thing.
Can you Google what a mixture of what we all just said? Propofol.
I think he nailed it. It's Propofol.
Propofol. Dramamine.
I had like surgery, and like I was like, oh, I feel like I came out of it, and I was like, I wasn't nauseous. I was joking around with the nurses. Yeah, Propofol.
Yeah.
It's
Did you wake up the next day and go, my milk? I need my milk.
Bro, no, but like one use. I don't use this. Like I'm no king of pop.
Yeah.
But like out of nowhere, I'm like in the middle of the night, and I remember very distinctly. It was when Chicago, the Blackhawks, won the Stanley Cup against the Philadelphia Flyers, 2018. 10, I think 10 or 11, it might have been. They won. They've gone a couple times. But he's just big hockey head over here.
Are you or
I
not?
was like, no, I love to slap puck, dude.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
I do love hockey. That's the funnest live event I've ever been to.
But like I was up all night sweating really bad and itching like crazy because of like the propofol was wearing off and shit like that. So like immediately I had that reaction.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've had something like that. Or if I don't have coffee, I get a real bad headache.
Oh, really?
Those are the only drugs that I do that if I don't do them, then I'm fucked.
Now, you're a big coffee guy?
I have to now.
Do you do coffee at home, or do you like to go get one?
At home.
Oh, okay.
I got a supply.
Nate, he made me a coffee from his fancy coffee machine. It's an espresso. And it just, I had the shit so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like in like 20 minutes, I was like, yo, what is this? I felt poisoned.
Yeah. Dude, I was in Croatia, and we went to this like fancy, so like we did that yacht week thing, and they planned stuff for you to do in the evenings and shit. So we went to this nice supper, and it's like one of the where they keep bringing you stuff.
Yeah.
And at the end, they bring you an espresso. And I had never had one, but I'm like, when in Rome.
Yeah, cool.
And so, dude, so like.
Did you shoot it? Or did
I did it as a shot.
Yeah,
I just took it.
like,
and dude, immediately you had to tie one on.
You actually feel it like go like where it's like.
I literally,
it's
I
just
went,
going out.
Immediately took a shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's the
Nate didn't tell me because he's like, I usually drink an espresso every day, and that doesn't hit me. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why you always have to get hit with a crap attack.
Yeah.
Drinking espresso.
Dude, first thing in the morning, I drink a big ass literally jar of water, like cold water, whatever.
Why you say jar, not a cup?
Because it's a jar. It's literally a mason jar.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
30-ounce jar.
Nice.
So I also drink my tea out of that.
You
and
go in room temp water?
No.
Or
ice. I go real cold. I have it and like it literally just activates all my organs.
Yeah.
And by the time I'm finishing that, like trying to chug that water, I'm like running to the bathroom
for a shit.
Yeah, it's because it activates everything.
Interesting.
Cleans
yeah,
house.
dude. I man, if water made me have to shit, that would suck.
But I'm just telling you, there's other ways.
It's a little shock.
I also don't shake if I don't have it.
Oh well, hey, I mean, you don't have to be an asshole.
Hey, I'm just saying. There's ways to activate your bowels other than these liquids, guys.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Dude, shakes. I didn't get the shakes. I'm pretty sure I was close. I didn't get the. I've been on a 1.5-year bender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you mean just living?
Yeah, living in
just being alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Mine's been about 7. Dude, my ex-wife used to make fun of. She'd be like, "The only time you take a break is when you're sick." And even then, I would still. When I had COVID for the first time, she went and stayed with her friend but would bring me supplies because it was back when they thought you had to actually quarantine for
Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
like legitimately alone. So
Yeah.
I got it from a UFC party from my neighbor's house across the street, who I was also really good friends with. We both got it from his friend that gave it to all of us.
Dumbass.
So me and Mike, he had an Xbox. So I was like that scummy kid next door that comes over and plays your Xbox because I don't have one.
I've been there.
So I would just go over there and we just quarantined together. But Carrie would bring me, she would drop me off groceries and then a half gallon, the handle of vodka with my pink lemonade and some club soda. And she'd be like, all right, well, it's there.
That's awesome.
And dude, we would
take it across the street.
Yeah, me and Mike would get drunk every day starting around 9 a.m.
There's a real thin line, a real fine line between paradise and total like drug den. You know what I mean? Like we're like that sounds like bliss, but like mandatory like isolation where all you can do is drink alcohol and play video games all day, and like we'll bring your food to your doorstep.
But
like,
with a friend, it was with a friend.
well, even if that's like. Well, I mean, still, when you're playing online, you're never.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But even still, like if you had another friend or something like that, like one other person, all you got to do is just not go outside. I do that for free all the time.
I mean, dude, honestly,
I'm not
looking
even
back,
helping the world.
Those couple of months where there was legitimately I wasn't allowed to go to work, none of that. Like when you were legitimately had a reason to do nothing, it was pretty fun.
I peaked during COVID, and it sucks because nobody saw it.
Right?
What?
I peaked during COVID, and nobody saw it.
Me too. Dude. Yeah.
What do you mean, like physically? What do you mean?
Physically, I was at my best. As far as like creatively, I feel like I was really buzzing. I need a good lockdown again. I need some terrible thing to happen to humanity. I need all your nanas to die again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Please, if you could just sacrifice another generation of nanas for me to feel creatively fulfilled.
It's time for Israel to drop their
Yeah.
poison.
What do you got?
Did you guys?
Your bioweapon.
Did you guys ever do any of those fucking Zoom shows?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Now, were you getting paid or were you doing it because you were just that bored?
I was just bored.
Gotcha.
I also would go out. I would still go out.
So would I.
I didn't stop.
We were doing speakeasy open mics in people's apartments and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I was
you could
doing
only
those, yeah.
come if you were like, it was like, are you cool, man?
Yeah.
We would do mics at people's houses, and we were doing like, and essentially like, it's more of a. It was kind of a thing where like you could just shelter in place and shit like that, obviously, but for the most part, I think everybody was like, "Come on, outside."
Yeah,
this thing's-
especially if you were in Boston.
Yeah.
Which is a super liberal city, unless you live in I lived in Quincy.
Yeah.
In a
Quincy,
blue collar. Yeah,
let's go Quincy.
Yeah, in a blue collar neighborhood where everyone's like welders, they're all in the unions, like real men.
Salt
and
of
they
the earth.
they would secretly open. There was a bar in my neighborhood that you could only go to if they knew you were cool.
Right.
And you would get in there, and these people would be like, "These fucking fags in
telling
their
you,
masks."
COVID was the
fucking
greatest time.
cocksuckers.
It was the greatest time. It really
Where
brought
were
out
y'all
the
during
best.
COVID?
Pennsylvania.
Anywhere the fuck I wanted to.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Philly.
I was in Philly. Pat was in Harrisburg.
Yeah, Harrisburg.
Okay.
Closer to like it's like a couple hours outside of Philly.
And was that kind of the same as Boston? It's like if you knew a place, you would still do open mics and stuff or shows.
In Philly, I just like I would just put on the shows, and then I'd be like, all right,
I did that too.
Yeah.
let's go out of town. Me and my boy Deeds, Dorian, and Jay, we went on like a 2-week tour around the South. We just like drove to places and did shows.
The places
Came
that were
back.
open.
Yeah, and then my friends, we ended it because my friend's Jay, his fiance or girl, whatever, she was pregnant, and then she got COVID, and we had to go back. And I was like, come on.
Wait, she got pregnant and then got COVID?
She was pregnant and then got COVID.
She got pregnant
geez.
with
She was
COVID.
like 5 months, pregnant with COVID.
And was that fine? That was okay, right?
Yeah, it turned out okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the boy might be a genius now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Might have given him
some weird.
superpowers.
Yeah,
he's like he got super autism. He's like he can fly.
now, so you guys are you're both from Philly, kind of, right?
I grew up in Florida.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
then you moved to Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I moved there like 10 years ago. That's where I met him.
Okay. At doing like open mics and stuff.
Yeah. And then I think he's from Detroit originally, but I don't know. Remember when you grew like?
Yeah, I
It
never
was like
started.
Reading and shit like that, or Lancaster, right?
Yeah, Lancaster.
Yeah.
Did you start comedy in Detroit?
No, not in Lancaster.
And that's
stuff.
PA. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the
that-
Chameleon Club. That's where we
Is
met.
that where the
R.I.P.
is that where the Amish people are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen
many
them.
of them.
It's definitely.
When there's like one lane, or what is it? 2-lane roads or whatever, like one this way, one this way.
Yeah.
And a fucking buggy or some shit like that. Really, and also it also kind of became like I feel like a joke around there. Two like main things that every comic would have a joke about was DUIs and Amish people ruining traffic.
Okay, that's like their version of subway
That's their
jokes and
homeless
like.
people here.
Yeah.
Like, there's no homeless people. There's
Guys,
just a
what's the
bunch of-
deal with these buggies?
Yeah, they're very efficient people, but god damn it, we just get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, and they stink too. They really
do
smell
smell
bad.
bad.
Oh, I'm sure, because they're wearing full.
Yeah.
Even in summertime.
And
Yeah,
they
it's
use
awful.
Uber now.
That's like the Jews in New
Yeah.
York. Don't they smell bad?
You see them,
Like the ones that wear all the
the Hasids.
shit. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've heard that.
I've never smelled the inside of one of those hats. I don't think I ever
yeah,
would.
It's gotta be awful.
And then the chicks wear wigs and shit, right?
I'd smell one of those wigs.
You would.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
lick the top of her head. No.
So
I'd
wait,
like her bald
so
spot.
you know how they wear the wigs, right?
Yeah,
Are they bald,
it's
or do
no,
they
no.
just tuck their own hair under the
I think they
wig?
just took their
It's
hair.
the thing where I think every version of like religion has this. It's just a variation of sizes of hats that you have to
Okay.
wear to abide by God's law. Like, so I think the tinier the hat, the more respectful of God you are.
Oh, like
You know
the
what I'm saying?
yarmulke?
Or maybe it's the bigger your hat. Yeah, like so you have this one, right? But the ladies have to wear some kind of head dressing, much like a hijab or
Right.
something. All the other dealies they wear. That's just so that God can't see the top of their head.
So fucking
It's literally
weird.
there's multiple religions. I'm pretty sure that there's a thing where they're like, if God sees the top of your head, ooh, buddy, you
Yeah,
better-
that's
you-
it. You're done.
you
You're
better.
done.
That's the 12th commandment,
Dude.
15th commandment.
It's kind of
Why?
like
And
Pentecostals.
I don't know. Yeah, but then they get hair that's
Yeah.
made of hair
Right.
Yeah.
that they wear because they want it to look as natural as possible. So like Ben Shapiro's wife, if you've ever seen her, I don't know if you have.
Can we look
You
up Ben
haven't.
Shapiro's wife?
I guarantee she's wearing a wig in it, wherever it is.
He's a fucking weirdo, huh?
like his wife, his sister. I'm sure all those Jew broads, they all wear real hair wigs.
All right, so that okay. Let's.
It's always like bigger.
She looks like his sister more than his wife.
Yeah, I gotta say,
They're bros.
the sister and the.
So
No,
is
her
that
mom.
her? And the right? Is that's her?
I'm
Right?
pretty sure, yeah.
That looks real. That doesn't look like a wig
Right?
unless
'Cause
it's
it is real, but it's not her hair.
Is he talking about how much he hates Israel? Yeah, or does he not talk?
Well, I
about
thought
Israel?
he loved Israel because he's a Jewish guy.
Oh, she
Oh,
conventional
yeah.
or Orthodox? Maybe she's not Orthodox.
Highest.
Well, dude, it's
Yeah.
it's no different than Pentecostals. They will. So I grew up with a Pentecostal step grandparents. They were Pentecostal preachers.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
wife would only wear a long denim skirt and long sleeve button up shirt always. That's it.
Oh.
And the husband, the dad, or my step grandpa, only would wear a button up long sleeve shirt with jeans or sweatpants, always long.
Yeah.
And when when my stepdad was growing up Pentecostal, they traveled around in a camper because he was a preacher.
Yeah.
And when they would go swimming, they made them swim at the dock where all the gas and shit was in the water. And because they couldn't be around the other kids, and they made them swim in full clothes. They couldn't be shirtless.
Is he
Jesus
black,
Christ.
dude?
Is that a black move?
No, I mean like they're making him go to the bad pool.
Oh. Like, see that area that could catch on fire? That's where you got to swim.
That's so funny.
And don't take your shirt off either.
Yeah.
Better not.
Swimming full skibbies.
Yeah, dude, they were fucking for Christmas one year. So they never really accepted me as part of the family.
Yeah.
And
Always wearing shorts.
yeah, just having fun, smiling, having too much fun, making jokes.
Yeah.
And I remember one time at Christmas, they got I had a stepsister and a stepbrother, and they had all these stacks of gifts. And by the way, I'm like 13. I couldn't give a fuck. But I would rather if you have not given me a gift than give me what you gave me. She gave me, she wrapped, it was like she went around her house, found something, wrapped it, and was like, I'll give this to him. It was a pencil sharpener shaped like a lantern.
But wait, she didn't get you nothing?
No
A pencil
pencils?
sharpener.
Any
I mean,
pencils?
no.
No, it was just a pencil sharpener.
She didn't get you anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, she wrapped up a pencil sharpener that I
Yeah.
think she
Dude,
found.
there's
Yeah.
there's so many times where like people, they say like it's the thought that counts. Like that's the
I
exact
would have rather.
proof that no, it absolutely does not.
Dude, that's it right
That's what
there.
you're giving the bare minimum.
Dude, I would have rather her said, sorry, you're not a real family member.
Something.
And I would have went, hey, that's okay. I don't like you either.
Give me a big thing. Like
Yeah.
either whether it be a story later
Tell
on
me
or
to go
something,
fuck myself, anything, than giving me a fucking pencil
but-
sharpener.
I got your present right here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would have,
yeah.
dude, if she
I
would
didn't
have
wrap
done
it.
that. Oh, and this lady, dude, she would be, so we're talking, we'd be in the car, and she would go, excuse me. So anyways, and she would she would keep, she would fart mid-conversation and go, excuse me, and just keep going as if she burped.
That
Still
means she
very
had to be
polite.
pretty old, though.
Yeah.
She must have been probably 60s at the time.
Old broads, I'll tell you what, when they just walk, sometimes they just fart.
Oh, the walking
It's
farts.
really fun. It's really a lot of fun. Like I've seen so many people's like grandmothers just they toot walk and
Yeah.
like, and it's so much funnier when everybody's trying not to laugh
Yeah.
and it's so loud.
It's one of
Dude,
my favorite Larry the Cable Guy jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Walking
about to say,
farts.
yeah.
Oh yeah. guy was speaking truth to power.
Dude, I saw a video. I've been getting these videos
Shit is
in
big
my
mold, too.
in my Instagram discovery of guys powerlifting and farting because I love farts.
Yeah.
Farts is like my favorite thing. And this dude's doing this deadlift, and there's a chick, another jacked lady, who's like got her hand on his back, and he goes like this a long ass fart, and he doesn't even stop. He just keeps, and then he goes like on the way back down, and she's just patting his back, and she goes, "It's all right." Like, and,
How do you not laugh?
dude, she was straight faced,
Oh
like
my God.
all good. This is part of it. Like I'm just like, oh my god.
This is
dude.
fart training. He has to
Yeah.
fart through it.
Oh
Fart it
my
out,
God,
cuz.
Fart
dude.
through this. Fart
Yeah.
through it.
That's from the powder and shit, I bet.
Yeah, that's the
All the shit
creatine.
that-
And
put in
then
this- yeah.
the straining too. Yeah.
And it's really weird to like, all right, power lifters, you guys, you're not going to be strong enough to kill all your problems.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Power
you guys are
shitters.
just like,
No matter how much you can lift, your dad's never gonna love you.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And also, and by the way, you're still gay.
Yeah.
Just kiss a guy, man. It's okay.
Laugh at the fart. Have a good time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Speaking of kissing guys, you do jujitsu, huh?
That's I was about to triangle your dog.
Speaking of farting, I think Bill just farted.
No, that was me.
He has, dude. He gets bad. He rips ass so bad, and he has audible farts too.
Oh, does he? Let me see if I can get one.
Oh no, you trust me, you don't want to. Untuck your tail, Bill. There you go. There you go.
Wait, is
But,
that is that a fart trigger?
No, it's because he's just kind of broken.
It's kind of nice of him to block his asshole like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
he's
My
modest.
my stepdad used to say, "I don't trust a dog whose asshole's just out there like that." I hate when a dog's asshole's just blinking at you. It's always just looking at you.
What a profound quote. Never trust a dog's eye. Never trust a dog's brown eye looking right at you.
Yeah.
He's actually getting pretty thick these days because I've been taking advantage of all the nice days of walks.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he's beefed up.
Getting big, beefy like his daddy. You little bow-legged freak.
Yeah.
I don't want you.
You gotta start getting him a White Claw at the store.
Dude, can you imagine having a drunk alcoholic dog?
Dude,
That'd be crazy.
were you guys? Did y'all?
He's got the itch.
So not
He's
that,
got the
not that I went to college either, but did y'all go to college?
No,
Art Institute of Philadelphia.
I
So not a party type thing.
no, I
No.
dropped out of school and tech college. Yeah.
Okay, so I worked at a liquor store in Boston when I was 22. It was in Waltham, but it's where all the college kids would buy their booze for the parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was the guy. I was like the guy that would bring their keg out and bring them they would buy cases of handles of vodka.
Yeah.
It was like $10 a piece, so it was like $60 for a case of that
Yeah.
shit. And I would be the guy that brings it out to them, and they would always tip me, and I was just always cool with them. And one day they were like, "Hey man, you're like our age. Come to the party." And so eventually, and they just loved me, dude. And so
Yeah.
I started coming to all these frat parties.
Yeah.
So I feel like I went to college
Yeah.
without getting the degree.
You got the experience.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
none of the experience for all of the school I went to. Like when people talk about parties in high school and shit like that, I'm like, when?
Yeah, I wasn't invited. You just weren't invited.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get any of the experience. You got all the experience without any of the
But
hassle.
yeah, and so I would like be at these parties,
Me too.
and these chicks
you
would
too.
like these girls would hear me like talking or whatever, and they'd be like, "Where are you from?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm from Arkansas." I had like just moved. I'm like, I had just flown on a plane for my first time. Like I was like blown away at all this, and I would go. My move was I'd go, "Yeah, I actually got a scholarship to Harvard. Pretty crazy." I don't know if
Did it
anyone
work?
ever believed me, but
Really?
yeah.
Did it work?
Because I mean, I like made out with a few hot chicks, but I never really got to fuck any of them.
Oh,
Never
like you
really.
were trying to do it to like get chicks?
Yeah,
I thought you were just trying to impress strangers.
I was throwing it out for whatever. if I got laid, that was cool.
It's just like, by the way,
I remember the first chick I banged in Boston from moving from Arkansas was this straight up Irish chick who was just visiting, and she goes, "Oh, we're fresh off the boat," they say, and we met him at a house party,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh, can me and my girlfriends come home with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And I didn't have a bed. I fucked her on the hardwood floor.
wow.
And I had like burns on my knees from fucking. And so like I go, "Hey, can you get on top for a second?" And it was it was like the worst sex I ever had. She got on top. I'll never forget. She had a bright red bush and it smelled like a wet mop. And she just
Fresh
kind
off
of
the
wiggled
boat.
on me.
Mm.
She like didn't know how to like fuck me.
Well, if she's like Irish, she probably grew up really religious, and I don't think they are allowed to. They basically like, they're Catholics, but they treat themselves like Mormons, I think. Right?
Yeah, it was like really just
should've
it
tried
was,
to fuck her
it was
butt
bad
then.
sex. Yeah, what'd you say?
So you should try to fuck her butt.
Yeah. Hey, wait, hold on a second. No, and then later on, I would end up fucking a Greek girl,
Yeah.
and she was on her period. She goes, "You can fuck me in my ass,"
Jesus.
and then I caught a UTI from it.
yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
hepatitis A.
dude, yeah.
That's the only thing you can catch from butt sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and what was the other thing? Monkeypox,
AIDS,
AIDS,
I,
monkeypox, herpes.
yeah.
So I got,
Yeah.
I went to take a,
all that boring stuff.
I went to take a shower after I fucked her in the butt, and I opened the curtain, and she's sitting on the toilet, and I go, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "I got to poop to come out of my ass." I was like, "Oh,
man, what a princess!
man, you're a real good one, aren't
That's
you?"
a winner.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should've-
That is a fucking champ.
That was your wife. And you-
Yeah.
No, it was not.
You let her go?
That's what I'm saying. You messed up.
She's my great white buffalo.
Yeah. You come inside, and then they shit out tzatziki.
Great
It's
white
perfect.
great white buffalo.
That's how it's made. You're depriving yourself of delicious pita and tzatziki sauce.
Yeah, and she was kind of hot too.
Greek
She had
women are
nice
pretty.
tits.
Yeah, hairy, but pretty.
Big noses.
Yeah.
Lots
pretty.
like
She kind of did have, but it looked good. Like she had a
Yeah.
very pretty face.
Greek people.
She
got
had no
beaks.
ass.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
beaks.
Oh, Greeks.
No ass.
Yeah.
well,
Too much.
Not an
ass.
ass.
No ass.
No ass.
No ass.
Have you guys-
concave.
Flat as a board. Her friends call it plank. Ooh.
Have you guys ever like had any like pretty like gnarly experiences with sex, like where you were like, "Man, that was just bad." Not on you, but it was like her fault. Like she sucked.
Yeah,
Not really.
yeah.
I even had. I beg to say. I'll say. I haven't had much sex in my life.
Same,
Yeah.
but I've still had embarrassing sex for
Yeah.
sure.
I've definitely had embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
say it was more embarrassing
Not
on
for
your
me.
part or hers?
Me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's always embarrassing on me.
Dude, when I wonder if you did. I
Yeah.
feel like you might relate to this. When I first started having sex, I was 17 and I was really insecure about like just being naked around a
Yeah.
girl. I would fuck through my boxers.
Ah, yes.
I would put my dick through the boxer hole.
I've done that.
So my
dude.
balls, nothing was touching. It was just my dick inside the vagina, and
Oh, you
like
didn't even have the balls out? Or
No, I
dick
just
eyeball?
would put my dick through the
Yeah,
hole.
You gotta do the flop. At
I-
least the
Dude, I just,
Ta-da.
you don't know. I don't fucking know. And that was pretty. Looking back, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's very
And
hilarious.
It's really
also, why wouldn't that girl be like, just get naked?
Well, she's probably insecure too.
Yeah.
She was older. She
Oh.
should have been the one that was
Yeah.
like, look, it's okay.
Oh,
It's
dude,
okay,
I
sweetheart.
I just like getting in a pool. Take the shirt
Mama's
off.
going to
dude.
take care of you.
I remember the first girl that I was having sex with. This wasn't our first time, but the first girl that I was having sex with, the first major one.
Like consecutively.
Yeah. And we were at my brother's house for a party. And this was the first time we were gonna like spontaneous. You know, like when you're really young, you have like the place you go to have sex. Like,
The woods.
yeah, exactly. The woods or the car.
Call
or,
it
like,
brush fucking.
you know, my parents are working today. Your parents are working today. Like that kind of.
Oh,
you have
true,
to, like,
true,
schedule
true.
it essentially.
Yeah,
This was a spontaneous, like, we're gonna do this out of nowhere, and we're drunk, and we're gonna. Ooh. My brother's like cool, and he's like, first of all, he hands me a couple condoms, and I was like,
It ain't happening twice.
brother, what are you doing here? I'll take this one,
Yeah.
not the small one. You know, like I remember we went into his room, and he's like, yeah, you can go ahead, shut the door, and it was rough, it was slow going, right? But out of nowhere, she goes to turn over, and she farts.
Oh,
And I was
wait,
just like,
queef or fart?
Fart.
You're like, trust me.
And it went, and I went, boom.
Oh.
And I was just like, and I go, I don't know. I'm so drunk. I can't do it. I go, maybe we should crack a window. I'm just so drunk.
Hey, I don't know. There's a candle over there, baby.
I'm so drunk.
Let's set the mood with this candle, yeah?
Did she not know she farted?
I don't think so.
Oh.
And it was just a thing where I was just like, I didn't want to make her feel bad, but I was just also like, you kind of ruined it.
Yeah,
I was just
like, you nasty
yeah,
bitch.
I was just like,
What are you doing? What are you thinking? You gross whore.
so then I was just like, planned sex from now on. No more spontaneous because this broad's got to
Yeah, 'cause she's
clear the chamber.
a little
before-
gassy.
She's got to go, "Brr." Okay, let's go.
Have you guys ever, you guys have friends, you've been to bachelor parties and shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Did y'all ever get the house call strippers?
No, it was always, I've been to like 2 bachelor parties in general. One of them was our buddy Andy's bachelor party.
That was a hoot.
That was a hoot. That was basically, they're both very similar. That was like in central Pennsylvania, like Allentown area. And the other one was in like Orlando, Florida. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So like both of them were like essentially somewhat restricted, kind of lower tier. Let's say like it's the AAA of strip clubs. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't, they weren't the greatest strip clubs of all time, but you were like, it was never a house call or anything.
Orlando's like, isn't that like the strip club capital?
No.
Or is it Tampa?
Atlanta, Houston, Tampa. Yeah.
Tampa, okay.
Yeah, but Orlando is few and far between.
Okay, yeah.
You can only do like a table dance, and they can't. It's not full nude or whatever.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they wear
yeah.
pasties and shit. And
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
so it's just like
pasties too?
Yeah. Oh, although I did get a table dance from the girl who was at Busch Gardens.
Casey Anthony.
No, it might have been. I don't know.
It was Busch Gardens is the name of the strip club?
No. Dude, the fact that hasn't happened with how big Busch Gardens is as a theme park in Tampa is crazy to me.
Yeah.
They got Mons Venus. They got the 2001 club or whatever. But there's huge clubs. Busch Gardens would be huge.
Yeah.
But there was a what was I gonna say? God damn it. Busch Gardens. Fuck, I forget the story. Oh no, they have Halloween Horror Nights at like Universal Studios. Busch Gardens had like a lower tier haunted Halloween or whatever. Like it was just trying to do the same thing, and the whole park would turn into a haunted house or whatever. And the theme that year was Bloody Mary, I think it was, and the stripper that was stripping for me was the Bloody Mary model,
From the
like
mirror.
for all the billboards and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
And I remember that being the highlight of the strip club, and I was just like, I met Bloody
Like,
Mary.
yeah,
on
yeah.
the billboard.
Did you get her autograph?
You know those 4 bill? No,
Lady gave me
I
a-
asked her for a picture, and she's like, "No, we can't take pictures in the strip club,
Dude.
you moron."
Hey,
Yes, you can.
you know how they
Dumb
have
bitch.
they got the Walk of Stars or whatever where they
Yeah.
put their hands in. is there an adult Walk of Stars where they just put their pussy print in the concrete?
Their ass print.
And then a guy puts his dick mold in there too.
Yeah, he just
That'd be
mushes
pretty
it
cool.
in.
That's got to be a thing where they mold dicks and put it in a trophy case.
You got to put it. Well, it is a thing. The dick molds.
Yeah, but you know what I
thing,
mean, like the
but
famous cocks of porn.
Yeah.
Dude, one time, so I've been to 3 different bachelor parties where we got house call strippers, and one of them, we were in a hotel. There was probably like six of us, and then 2 girls came, and then they got the bodyguard. And the bodyguard's always super chill, just hangs out with us. Yeah. And I always end up just talking to the bodyguard. Because, like, I'm not that into strippers. Like, it's like.
It's usually a bro who's like, yeah, I got to do this to make money. She kind of smells.
Yeah. And, dude, one of them was definitely on something. I remember she was wet. Like, she was just soaking. She was just
like slimy. Yeah. Like,
sweaty.
Yeah.
Because she had lotion on probably and then got sweaty. So anyways, they're doing the thing where they got the double-sided dildo, and they're fucking each other. And, dude, this is so gross, dude. I'll never forget. We're all it's so weird. We're all standing around like, yeah, watching this chick fuck this other chick with a dildo.
Is there, like, music or anything playing, or is it just...
I mean, there was, like, there was probably a little JBL speaker in the corner playing fucking...
You need some kind of white noise or something happening.
And, dude, I'm not...
Smooth,
dude, I'm...
like Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah. But you can only barely hear it. You're like... Because you're in a hotel, so you can't be too loud.
Yeah.
So, like, we're all watching, and I look down, and I watch the dildo sort of come out, and a bloody pussy loogie flung out and landed on the bed. And I made eye contact with my buddy, and I was like...
Nobody reacted.
I mean,
nobody went
so
like,
so we all didn't know what to do. And, dude, the girl must have, like, felt that happen, immediately jumps up, spins around, and I hear her go, I need a tampon. We gotta go.
Oh,
and dude, she goes to the bathroom with her friend. We all were like, and they left like pretty quick after that.
Dude, even though she was probably even in her later teens, that was a core memory for her.
Dude.
If you guys would have went like,
well, we waited until they went to the bathroom, and then even then, we were like, oh my god, it's right there, it's right there. And then we all went, nose goes on that bed.
Who touched it?
Yeah, I would have been such a fucking ally at that moment. I would have been like, "Ma'am, I am so sorry.
Here, let me get you a napkin.
I'll get you anything you need because I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
to you and me,
dude. And it came out like slow, like
flew,
like a movie. Like you're like, oh, and like
when you watch a knockout.
You couldn't catch it. You're like,
oh god.
I think it's the knockout of Justin Gaethje against Max Holloway. Whenever they show that in slow motion, it's like the last punch that he lands on him. I think that's the one I'm thinking
when he falls
of.
on his head.
It's either that one or it's like where he punches him and where like the blood just stays and their face moves and it's just like, bruh.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, watch this.
Oh, it even shifted for a moment.
Yeah. Not as much splatter as I remember.
No, but his nose sort of shifted a little bit.
But it's like I can
going
imagine
down.
that, but it's just like a flick of menstrual blood just headed, and if it just lands on the bridge of someone's nose. Boom.
God damn.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
That was the last 10 seconds of that fight too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys been to a live UFC?
Not yet.
No, never. Dude, that's my dream. If I could ever, it's one of those things that I can't. There's certain bands that I feel like I missed my mark of seeing them in any venue I would ever want to see them in.
Yeah.
You know, I like the Foo Fighters. I like Dave Grohl, but
the Foo Fighters.
I'll never see him in a venue that I think is worth it.
Right.
It's either I can pay $300 to be kind of close, but still 100 feet from them. Or I can I'd like to see him in a club or something.
I'm down to 2 two different musical acts that I'm down to pay whatever to see.
Okay, yeah.
It's Sturgill Simpson.
Uh-huh.
I'm down to pay whatever, and then Tool.
Okay,
I'm
Tool.
still,
Tool's one
I've
of those
gone
things
to
that you
so
can go.
many-
That's the show, the whole thing. Yeah.
I've been going to concerts since 5th grade.
Tool at the Sphere would be fucking.
I've
sick.
been saying that,
Yeah.
dude. That's something, dude. If I find out they're
I'll see Tool in the Sphere.
Dude, I'm so jealous right now. My ex-wife's going to see Grateful Dead at the Sphere like this week or next weekend.
Hippie Fest.
I'm so which I saw Dead and Company.
You got to
at
get up there and
Fenway.
reconnect, dude.
Yeah.
Well, she just visited. She was here during St.
Ooh.
Patty's Day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're still we she's my girlfriend,
Is that $10?
even though she says no.
150. Oh
They
wow.
They spelled Foo Fighters wrong.
But they got it in the.
oh, that's a tribute. Oh,
It's a Foo Fighters tribute.
FU fighters. Yeah. Dude, no, that just happened to somebody. Somebody just did that. I feel like recently somebody was
Yeah.
telling me wasn't it no Jake or somebody was telling me a story where they were like it was Green Day tickets or something like that, but it was Green Day it's a
Cover band.
Tribute.
it's a Irish Celtic band. That
Oh,
or
not
something
even
like
a
that.
tribute
Yeah,
band.
Yeah, it's not even Green
They're-
Day.
oh, we're Green Day.
It's a total.
Because we're from Ireland.
So
Yeah.
don't beat yourself up. That happens all the time.
Different
but
guy.
you're right. Like that would have been fun. Also, it was in crazy weird ass
Celtic.
UK.
foreign money or something like that.
Celtic.
Yeah, and it was like somebody bought that. They were touring here, and they're like, "Holy shit, dude! I'm gonna see Green Day at fucking."
Dude, imagine showing up to that and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't think
I
this is
feel like
Green
I've heard that
Day.
before. yeah, going there and just being like.
I think something's off.
Something's weird about these
I
guys.
remember they had the guy with the guitar that they never really acknowledged, but who are these other guys? Who's the bagpipe?
Yeah.
guy?
Is that guy playing a fucking flute?
What the fuck is he talking about over here? Yeah, I think it would be.
Irish idiot.
Like, why do you guys? These guys are wearing dresses.
Yeah.
The fuck? I just saw that guy's nuts.
Yeah.
I think there's like a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band too. That's something. I feel like recently was like they're like, oh my god, Red Hot Chili Peppers is gonna be at what's the fucking the barbecue venue?
Stubbs.
Yeah.
Stubbs, yeah.
Barbecue venue. I said the barbecue.
No, it
venue.
It is a bar. It's
It
a
is.
barbecue.
Barbecue
venue.
sauce venue, but you guys knew what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they also
No,
served.
they sell barbecue there too.
Yeah.
And music.
Yeah. I saw
They got
Action
everything.
Bronson
This
there when I
episode's
first
brought
moved
to you
to.
by Stubbs.
Yeah.
The barbecue venue.
Eat it.
You
or
know.
else.
Yeah.
Stubbs, really great sweet tea. I can't say much about the brisket or whatever. You know, it's better than every other place because it's Texas. Texas makes good barbecue.
Obviously.
But it's not better than like the places here. But the sweet tea,
Sweet tea.
hot damn, dude.
Goddamn sweet tea.
Good
That's a
shit.
goddamn good sweet tea.
Y'all
right
want some
there.
sweet tea? What was that?
Dude, I'll tell
I
you
want some
my
sweet tea.
my favorite barbecue in town is I love La Barbecue.
Love barbecue.
Have you been to La Barbecue?
Yeah,
The only thing is they run out quick of all their stuff.
yeah.
You got to
Barbecue
get
barbecue.
yeah. But dude, I think one of my favorite their macaroni is like so
Oh,
fucking good, dude.
He's been on a macaroni quest since he's been here.
Yeah, you guys don't bake macaroni out here.
The whites don't do it right.
La Barbecue's, dude. Have you had it?
La Barbecue?
Yeah.
I've had it once.
And you didn't get the macaroni?
No.
Dude, their macaroni's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
'Cause
you're a
it's- I don't-
macaroni
It's
connoisseur.
not baked. I'm a baked mac and cheese guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You
You
need
like
the
the crust on top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's
I
East
need
Coast cheese,
I
brother.
need it, brother.
That's
Yeah.
East Coast mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
It's weird seeing it everywhere, and it's just like wet mac.
Yeah, right.
It's
Cheesy.
sloppy.
Cheesy.
Wet.
Oh.
If it's thick, it's cheesy.
Yeah.
If it's wet, it's just all over the place. If it's
Yeah.
basically just like yellow macaroni salad. a lot of
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
Here.
You know what I have yet to find here? I haven't looked too hard because I'm real big into. I've been cooking at home for the last few months
Yeah.
now. I've nailed my steak and broccoli.
Ah, yes.
But
Hell
I
yeah.
just figured out. Please, please don't like take this any other way. I just figured out my
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Oh, but
Jacoby's rules.
Oh.
Jacoby's is.
Lord.
They
You
have
got
a
the
great.
crisp on
They
it.
have great breakfast,
With brisket.
That looks good as hell.
dude,
Holy
and that's all
smokes.
farm to table too.
They got
They
a
killed
macaroni
the-
and cheese farm?
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean they're meat and shit. You
They
know what I
kill
mean.
all those noodles.
They go out there and rustle up them noodles?
They have their own farm where they bring all their meat
What the
from.
hell is that?
This is Clark's
cheese?
Oyster Bar. Shells and cheese with lump crab.
I
Lump
don't
crab.
like seafood.
Yeah.
Hey, I like seafood.
La Barbecue, smoked
see?
shells and cheese.
That's yours, dude.
See, we're getting into wet though. So we need the baked. You
Oh,
need the
what did you
baked
look
dish.
up?
That's what I
The
mean.
best
Like mac and cheese.
Oh, gotcha. So La Barbecue was.
These are kind of wet.
We got
that
a crispy
one's
one.
Nice. That
See,
one's crispy.
see, you got the crisp on it.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
kinda like
crunchy
that.
shell.
Kinda like
You
that.
prefer that too? The
I
crunchy.
like the crunchy shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that looks good to me too.
What
I don't like lobster.
Penne
Though.
pasta.
Yeah,
I'm about to
that's
throw
kinda
my
crazy.
mic down.
Yeah, you got to get the elbow.
Yeah, you need elbow or shallow.
And if you could get the twirls too. The twirls are pretty good.
Twirls are all right.
The
Twirls
twirls
just a fancy ass elbow.
Yeah, it is. It's like a double elbow.
That's a double jointed elbow.
Dude, you know what?
What the hell is that? Hold on. I'm sorry.
That's pluckers.
Is that like a macaroni cheese bite? Like it's stuffed?
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like a cheese
You
stick,
see how I
but with
did this?
macaroni.
I'm doing this for the camera. This is what it kind of looks like. Sorry. I almost jumped out of my seat. With
So, do you guys ever like go to like a Chili's or anything
Yeah.
like that?
that. Often, yeah.
So I think Chili's is fire. I love the Cajun chicken pasta.
I'm a connoisseur again of this, if I may. The Southwest. I get a triple dippy, and I'll get maybe a slider as an alternate. But usually it's going to be 2 orders of the Southwest egg rolls,
Those are fire.
as
Yeah.
well as some chicken crispers
Nice.
and
Dude,
various.
the Southwest egg rolls.
Yeah. It's like
Fucking-
it's that can be my meal. That's all I
Yeah.
need. But if I'm going entree,
Hold on.
What's
the entree?
I think I'm gonna go Big Mouth burger.
Ooh.
Maybe add in an extra patty. That's a triple patty. That's right.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not
Triple
walking
patty.
out of there.
You're going for the big mouth.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the one I like. But usually I go triple dipper because I try to stay modest.
What about you like Cheesecake Factory?
No.
I haven't been in a while, but
I-
I went to a P.F. Chang's the other day.
P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's kind of rips.
This
Nice.
is what I like though. P.F. Chang's has it's like a bunch of I almost said Middle Eastern. It's a bunch of Asian foods.
Yeah.
Right?
It's fusion.
Oriental.
Or I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure.
So you're apparently I've been learning this because I was always saying those Oriental people,
right.
but apparently only Oriental is an item.
Can I get another one of Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oriental is an item.
I was gonna just give you one,
Well,
but then
food
you
is
were
an
like
item,
you were
right?
like I don't want more than one.
This is 2 beers.
But did you see him?
Dude, Bill loves you.
He was getting all
dude.
itchy. Bro, there's so many other ways you could have gotten out. You
That's
chose
how
to
I
be
feel when I
dramatic.
try to get out of my fucking car.
But like,
Stuck.
P.F. Chang's has there's
You not
the
want me to drink
theme,
anymore?
and I feel like
I can't stop, Bill. I'm addicted.
Yeah, or else
This
we'll
is
get
your-
itchy.
this is your instead of a guardian
You don't
angel.
want me to be itchy, do you, Bill?
He's your guardian sponsor.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Bert.
He's like,
Bert,
pet the,
one day
pet
at a
the
time.
furry wall.
One day at a time. So I think Cheesecake Factory is death by choices. There's too much.
I agree. It's anxiety driven.
But they do it well from what I've had.
Well, and what's cool about it is everything's good.
Yeah.
Like it's good. It's not nothing's like phenomenal,
It's
but they
restaurant
give you a
caliber.
lot of it.
Yeah.
It's like you get a lot.
Bro.
Yeah.
And dude, you know what's cool? There's a lot of things that I got to experience as a 22-year-old for the first time that most people knew about when they were like 12.
Like what? Oh,
But
me
can you-
too, dude.
can you
So
go to
like when I
view
moved
all
to
categories?
Boston, I was blown away at the
View all
fact that I
categories
could
over there?
that I could just walk to a liquor store, like because I grew up in a dry county.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So I had Cheesecake Factory for the first time as a 22-year-old,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, this is living.
Dude, I had Cheesecake Factory for the first time like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no way they do all of this stuff great, but you're right.
it's good. It's good.
That's a great point because they have. Wait, no. Oh, I was just gonna read them all.
they also have really good. They have good liquor drinks.
They also have good flatbread pizzas,
Cocktails, they say.
salads, pastas, side dishes,
Glam
delicious
burgers?
burgers and sandwiches, kids menu, cheesecakes and specialty desserts, 6-inch and 7-inch whole cheesecakes, hot drinks and espresso, whole baguettes,
A whole
dressing
baguette.
and sauces, cocktails at home,
Glam burgers.
to-go beverages, ice cream delights, eggs and omelets, skinny-licious tacos. I can't read these all.
Skinny
Yeah.
delicious small plates and appetizers.
Don't forget eggs and omelets.
We're so close. Fish and seafood. Lunch favorites. We did glam burgers, small plates and snacks, appetizers, sandwiches, specialties, steaks, skinny delicious salads, skinny delicious specialties, Saturday and Sunday brunch, 10-inch whole cheesecake and specialty
Why
cakes.
not have that with the 6 and 7? You know what I mean? Like, why is 10 different?
Hey, don't forget, you can add to your order.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying, and more.
Frozen beers,
That's
wine.
crazy to me, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're right. They can do all this stuff, but look, sesame ginger chicken. I bet is.
Oh
better
yeah,
at
that's
PF
good.
Chang's
That's
than it
good.
is
Yeah, yeah.
here, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. Is
I
there
always
Cheesecake
get
Factory?
there's a pasta on here that I like. It's sort of like the Cajun pasta, but it's got the bow tie pasta.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
It's called the fancy man pasta.
Yeah. It's a
Let me
bow- yeah.
Because of the bow tie.
Yeah, no, I like that.
It'd be so funny if you're like, oh yeah, can I just get do you have like pepper shaker? And they're like, no, we don't have pepper here.
No, they have
That's the one
they
thing you
come
don't
over
have.
with
Like, they
the
just have-
fresh ground.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do they?
Say when.
Oh, here we go. Thai stir-fried noodles. What is it?
Let's see.
Fettuccine?
Nope. Pasta carbonara.
That does look like fettuccine in there.
Spaghetti and meatballs is good. I've had that there.
Damn.
I want to say it's
Man,
like
what
I think
about
it's
the-
another variation of Cajun.
I think we're planning a fucking.
Are we going?
Dude, we got to. Dude, I want Cheesecake
Let's-
Factory.
We got to do the page from the Cheesecake Factory. This is crazy to me.
There's a page.
Not yet.
Oh.
there could be coming soon.
I just add pages to everybody's.
Ooh,
podcast.
that spicy ginger fucking tenderloin looks fucking good.
Steak Diane.
But dude, so do y'all cook at home?
I try.
Yeah.
He does. He's actually a really good
I've
cook.
been cooking.
He
Oh,
does-
I've just figured out my fried chicken. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out my fried chicken recipe.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. Because down here, you guys don't make it right. You know? You guys don't make fried chicken right. It's something weird about it.
Randall's.
You think it's not enough bread or too much bread?
I don't know. It's just seasoned weird. It doesn't taste like East Coast chicken. You know?
The only consistent chicken that I've had over all of the states I've lived has been grocery store fried chicken. Giant has great fried chicken in PA. I'd say they're the masters there. Randall's, I think, has the best fried chicken here as far as the grocery stores and Publix in Florida. But that's obviously well done.
I've been getting
That secret's out on that one.
I like those. I've been getting those. They got like a rotisserie chicken
Yeah.
at HEB. So now they have not. I'm sure this is
Fried
now.
rotisserie chicken?
Get the
No, I've
fuck
never
outta
had.
here.
No, I've never had.
What
it
the
for-
hell?
No. Is that a thing?
Hey,
I
cut
don't
that.
even
Go ahead and
know.
cut that out.
No, you
We just
almost-
cut that out of the
yeah.
podcast. We're gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
We're going to
We're
become
starting.
rich.
But no, what I was gonna say is you can buy just the drumsticks now,
Oh.
and I've been buying those. They're really good.
I'll tell you what, Korean fried chicken is pretty delicious as well.
Okay.
Korean fried chicken, if you get it, you can get whole drumsticks or like the wangs,
Drumettes.
where it's like Chinese chicken wings, where it's the this
But they
part,
call them
this part.
wangs,
Yeah.
not wings.
It looks like an N instead, Yeah, they're wangs.
Chicken wangs.
Chicken wang.
Chicken wang. You want chicken wang?
Chicken wang French fry? Yes.
Chicken wang, extra duck sauce. Dude, when I was in Anchorage, I went to a Korean Mexican spot. It was really good.
Damn, that sounds like a crazy. Set.
Yeah, I had a quesadilla. It was a no.
I was in Alaska.
Were there any
enchiladas.
Koreans or Mexicans up there?
It was an Eskimo that took our order.
Inuit,
Oh yeah, he was. Well, they call them natives. They don't say Eskimo anymore.
First
I guess.
Nationers.
Dude, are they hot? No, there was no
This
hot.
was a
Oh,
guy.
they're cold, brother.
I mean, you never seen any hot girl Eskimos. Inuits, have you?
Nah, I don't know. Not that I know of.
I don't think they exist.
Maybe she was undercover. I don't know.
Yeah. Can you Google hot Inuit?
She
broads?
might have been in disguise. She might have identified as a Mexican.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I really hate to say it, but I think that's because overall, I think
Bill, don't lick your butt on the couch.
yeah, do that
Not on the couch.
on
and then
Lemaire's
not
lap.
my face. Not
Hot
your butt.
Inuit broads. Wait. Oh, hold on.
Natives?
Obviously, we can't show this on the pod, but look up Inuit porn.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Never mind.
Well, look up Inuit models. Inuit models.
Inuit ladies.
Is it really a work laptop?
Well, you did Inuit, so you're not gonna have to worry about the. Oh, really?
Damn. Dude.
Oh, it's
We gotta go off.
You're about to get a weird message.
All right, so that chick's got orangutan titties for sure.
That's okay though. That doesn't mean she's not hot.
Is this the same girl on all of them?
It's like she's like they're limited.
Yeah. Oh, true. Dude, look at those biscuit nipples right there. Holy shit. She got some saucers.
Holy smokes.
But yeah, she's not that hot.
Yeah.
They're all right.
They kind of all. Is it the same girl or is this?
No, I think they're different.
That
girls.
kind of looks
what
like
the
just
hell?
a young boy.
Yeah, I think you're getting to I think overall it's essentially
Yeah,
like
you can
an
take it
Asian-
off.
Asian lady. Sorry about that. Hopefully you don't get fired. If you get a memo, just
Yeah,
forward-
I don't
forward
like
it my
that.
way.
That old woman right there looks like the crypt keeper.
Blame your
Yeah.
friends if you get a memo.
Clear the
Yeah.
history.
Like my fucking dumbass
Yeah,
friends.
dumbass
Yeah,
friends.
I was doing this stupid podcast, and they were like, "Let's look up Inuit porn."
But I gotta tell you, they need some representation.
Yeah, you get one
Like
hot.
an agent.
You get one
Yeah.
hot Eskimo. Fucking the world's gonna change, dude.
The world could change. I would think that Tia Carrera would be Inuit, but
Well,
I think
dude,
she
you
was
get
The
Thai.
one-
move is
You get one Sexkimo. Everything's fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Or,
get one Sexkimo that's into it, dude. It's fucking nice.
an esca blowjob.
Yeah.
Dude, they just put ice in their mouth. That's who invented that.
Yeah.
It was Eskimos.
I'm trying to turn an Eskimo Escaho into a housewife.
No, it'd be an igloo wife.
Oh, you're right. It's so weird that those that can stay warm or whatever. Like the whole they figured out a way to live there.
In ice.
They don't have the luxury of being hot.
Well,
know
so
what I
the
mean?
you know,
Literally.
by the way, you know what I thought of the other day? I was like, how is it that they're in a fucking Eskimo or igloo? But it's because they're out of the wind.
Yeah.
It's like that's all it is. They're
That's what
not
gets you.
warm.
Wind
No.
chill.
They're not warm at all.
Dude, the wind fucks you up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
it's
time.
windy out
Look at-
today.
Yeah.
Dude, that wind in the northeast will fucking cut through you.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
dude.
Like, dude, there were times in Boston where I was having to work. So I worked in the shipyard for like a year and a half. I was a welder for 11 years, and got one in. And it was right on the harbor where they would build the World War II ships and put them right in the Boston harbor. That's the building I worked in is where they used to do that.
Yeah.
And we built floating barges. And one winter, it was the building was old as fuck, and our crane, you had to climb up in it, and a guy was up there that would operate it, and he would go side to side. He would move all the beams for us and shit. But it got so cold, the rails froze, and then all of our machines froze. None of our machines would work, and they wouldn't let us go home. They were like, no, because you're basically, and we're all wearing overalls,
Yeah.
long john, like we are bundled the
Yeah.
fuck
Toasty,
up,
yeah.
and we all literally ended up taking a propane. We had these propane tanks hooked up to a hose because we would have to heat the metal before you could weld. It had to be a certain temperature
Yeah.
because it was so cold.
Yeah.
So we ended up taking a torch, putting it in a barrel, and we looked like a bunch of homeless people just surrounded around a barrel. And there's so much snow coming in and wind. It was snowing inside the building. And finally, at like 10 a.m., the boss comes out. All right, guys, you can go home. And we're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
And
thank
we
you,
all
dumbass.
everyone just puts their vehicles in 4-wheel drive, and we just went to the bar down the road. And I'll never forget walking to that bar and that wind with I had a mask on too, dude. It was like you couldn't even see, like it was like hard to breathe, dude. That was one of the craziest like storms that I've been in.
You're getting sliced.
Yeah, dude, it hurts.
Mhm.
It like hurts. It's so cold.
Yeah, it's like snowing really, and it's hitting you. Like I didn't know snow could be a little projectile.
Like sand.
Yeah.
It felt like sand hitting you in the
like
fucking
hurts.
pocket
face.
sand.
God, dude.
There's two
Pocket
things-
snow.
The two things I hate, I think, the most are wind and the sun. I think are two things that they just piss me off. Like the value
Wind
that
pisses me off.
the thing that the value they bring is nice.
So you're saying we need oil, more oil, dig baby dig.
Yeah, if we just get a
Drill,
little
baby,
bit
drill.
more, just I mean, really, I wouldn't, if we had a nuclear winter, it wouldn't be the worst thing. You know what I mean?
Except for no
then
food.
it'd just be wind.
Yeah, dude. I think I hate rain more than wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Alaska, it was both, and they tried to show me this glacier. They were like, "Yeah, come on, we'll check it out." It was on the way to Anchorage, and we get out, and once again, I was like,
Yeah, when it's so cold and it hits you and you go, you gasp.
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. Like it was like bright blue water. Like
Yeah.
it was a legit glacier. But it was like I was just like, all right, that's it. All right, I've seen it. Let's go.
I'm done.
Back in the car. Back in the car.
I can feel my insides freezing.
Bright blue. It flipped upside down. Then
What?
that's what happens when they're blue. It flips.
He's been studying.
Oh, that's why it's blue. Oh,
yeah, that's the underside. It's the side that's been in the water the whole time.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Look up. I wonder if I could. So it was the most.
iceberg porn.
So it was literally, yeah. It was near the most dangerous body of water in the world. It's called the Black Sand or something like that. people die there every year because they think they can walk on it, and they get stuck. And there's cases
In
about
the black sand.
yeah, they get stuck, and 12 or 13 people die a year, and it's always tourists.
Yeah.
And they think they can walk on it because it
Actually,
looks
looked up
solid,
iceberg
but
wall.
as soon as you get stuck,
I was wondering why porn
you can't get out. And there's
It's tar.
But the thing is, you get stuck, and that's not what kills you. The tide rises so quickly over and over that you drown. So what happens is the Coast Guard or whoever will come out, and they try to pull you out. And if they can't, they set with you until you drown. They're just like, sorry, man, like, it's over. You're going to die. And there was one case where the dude tried to pull him out, and he ripped him in half.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. So is this in Alaska?
This is Iceland.
So look up Alaska, most dangerous body of water in Alaska. That should pull it up. And apparently the tide comes in and out so quick.
How do you say that? Drowning at
Well, this doesn't matter. This is some foreign white fucking place.
Rinnis Fajara.
Yeah.
Rinnis Fajara.
I think it's like Norwegian or something.
Rennis for drowning.
Jar.
So it's legitimately it's leaving Soldotna. You're like leaving Soldotna on the way to Anchorage, and it's like the most dangerous body of water like in that area. Like 12 people die there a year.
How long were you in Alaska for?
Like a week, like a little under a week.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you're fucking there for a year.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think that might be it. Pull that up. Because it's like a weird little harbor area.
Ocean wave.
And but tourists think that they can just like walk on it, and
Yeah.
then they end up dying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really fucked. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You hear like
There's a documentary about it, I think, on Netflix too. But
you hear about like the middle of like Australia being like a terrible, crazy, dangerous wasteland kind of
Yeah.
place.
yeah, that's it right there.
No, I don't want to subscribe to your
man.
cookies.
That's
Not
it.
my cookies.
Yeah, the Deadly Mud
Not my
Flats.
cookies.
So this is where. So like
Wait,
a
you
bunch of
can't
people.
walk on
Can we do
the-
images of that?
Can you walk on the outside?
No, you cannot
Wait, can you
go.
back, up
You're not supposed to go anywhere near it.
on that
See,
mud?
Anchorage firefighters inject water under the feet of a young boy trapped in heavy mud at Ship Creek Sunday. The pressurized water broke down the sucking action of the Cook Inlet slit, and the boy was freed in seconds. So that doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So they take a hose out and they shove it down by your leg to spray the air so
Yeah.
they can pull you out, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
They ripped a guy in half
Oh shit!
one time.
That's crazy. Can we get a picture of that?
Yeah.
Guy ripped in
The
half.
hunter took
porn.
out the bell. I was thinking Cash could breathe through it, so he tried to help him out. But makeshift snorkels are material for cartoons or Hollywood. Cash, in by them, was shaking violently in the icy water, too hypothermic to hold the barrel or breathe steadily. Putticombe, his two young sons, and the other soldiers nearly died themselves in the cold water, but finally had to watch Cashin drown before their eyes. So that happens like a few times a year. Can you put how many people die a
Oh,
year?
wait.
from-
I think that was the body. The body snapped.
Oh, which one?
Go down. The day after Cash's death, a helicopter attempted to lift the body out, but the cable snapped. The day after that, Army engineers built a platform out to the body and recovered it in a manner best not described here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, they
Cashin's-
snapped it in half, I bet.
Included, snapped cable
Oh.
and
But dude,
mangled
isn't that
corpse.
scary?
Yeah.
Imagine being you're the dumbass
You're
that
just
thought.
walking. Let's jump on this sand. And you
Yeah.
land face first. Like,
Hope you
And
don't
then,
mind
and then
getting your
dude,
shoes
just
a little muddy.
imagine that you're freezing cold, and you can tell the water it's coming, and you're
Yeah.
stuck,
oh,
Yeah.
and some
fuck.
guy's just holding your hand like, "Sorry, buddy,
Yeah.
you're done."
Yeah, we can either rip you in half or
What would you like?
yeah, would you want us to spray some
Rip
water?
me in half.
Oh fuck,
Give me a
dude.
chance. Give me robot legs.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they try to put the phone to their ear so they
Yeah.
can call people and shit. Like it's
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass.
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you're a fucking retard for why would you? Because apparently it's well known since the forever.
Mhm.
Don't walk out on that.
Yeah.
That's bad.
But if you're a tourist, and that's the thing, is that's the thing I'm wondering is they say tourists get trapped out there. Who the fuck is going there on vacation?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Let's go to the big muddy fucking field.
Motherfucking Mason.
Yeah, well, I was on my way to a show.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like tourists are just like, wait. What's up with that big muddy field?
Let's go step on it.
Let's go walk in it. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
That is a good point because, when he told me this, it's like I never once went, "Hey, can we pull over? I want to go walk in there."
Right. Like, yeah, I can see it from the car. Cool.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I didn't even want to get out of the car. It was like I was like, "I'm good in here, man."
But that's the thing is like apparently the only thing to be the only way to be a tourist in Alaska is to put your life at risk. That's the only thing to do. Like go see an iceberg. Okay, yeah, you might freeze to death or fall in, or go see the muddy fucking. It's not even quicksand. It's like slow sand. Like you're gonna die in about
slow
72
sand.
hours.
And I only saw one moose, and it was a little one.
I have a theory that moose are cryptids.
What do you mean?
I think they're the same thing as like Bigfoot.
Well, no, because they have signs like moose crossing.
You've never seen a
signs all
moose?
the time.
You've never seen a moose?
I have an
I've seen
impression of a moose. I can do an impression of a moose.
Dude.
Oh, if I may.
No moose are not cryptids.
Oh, well.
They are real and well-known species of
don't puke on
large
me.
I got a good moose.
ungulate.
I was I did a show in Maine and I was in a vineyard with one of our friends. Yeah, it was probably the worst. I was he was headlining the show. We were driving up. I fell asleep the whole time because I stayed up all night and I was like, I'm just going to sleep during this ride. I don't fucking want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to just sit here and
I'm not
watch
just
him drive.
talk.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But there was a lady, she did a moose call. It's like, no, I'm bad at it.
I gotta tell you, one of the best Googles I've ever done in my life is moose getting hit by car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the car gets fucked up.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It is crazy how far they fly.
The moose.
The
They
moose,
are
dude.
huge.
And then did it get up and walk away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
What the fuck was that?
But like, and it's because it's usually like people see like moose crossing or something like that, and
Yeah.
it's a bunch of people on like usually an Alaskan road or something.
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of cars stop. Yeah, this one's great too.
This is it, I think.
There's multiple I found. It's crazy. Watch this guy. Watch.
Oh my God! Holy, and he gets up?
No.
I mean,
This one doesn't get up.
eventually.
Oh my God.
Some of them get up.
Damn.
That video's from Attack of the Show. That video got to be 20 years
Brother,
old now.
I've seen there's multiple because when I found that I was doing a podcast with somebody and they're like, "If you've ever seen a moose get hit by a car," and I was like, he said, "Have you seen that video of a moose getting hit by a car?" And I was like, I googled it, and that was one of the first ones that popped up. I showed him. He's like, "No, I don't think this is it." We watched it. We're like, "Oh no, that's not it." And I was like, "How about this one?" Nope. There's a ton of moose
Tons
getting.
of them. Yeah, whole lane
Do
for
yourself
it.
a favor. If you want to get down a fun Google hole, just Google fucking.
Dude, Bill.
What's going on? Now he's getting feisty.
He really is. He's like, wait a minute. Earlier you were letting me be all over you, and now you're saying no.
I said moose getting hit by a car, not dog.
But you guys got anything to plug?
Yes. Small Time Comedy Heist.
Yeah, that's
May
right.
26th.
May 26th.
Okay.
Sorry,
Is
say
it
it
28th?
again.
May 28th. The last Wednesday in May, I think.
The
And
last
then-
Wednesday in May at Roscoe's,
Nice.
the Small Time
Yeah.
Comedy Heist Part
2.
2. And
Part
it's going to
2.
be the first one was like immensely fulfilling and incredibly I feel like a success.
Yeah.
It's a great venue.
And
Yeah.
so like
Not
the fact
enough
that we're-
people are taking advantage of that place.
No, I'm
it's a
trying to
whole
get it there.
it's a whole new experience we're doing. So
Yeah.
Parking lot is dog shit.
yeah, that's the worst part.
But I love the club.
yeah, parking lot is the worst. But yeah, other than
Yeah.
that, panties in the mouth.
Panties in the mouth every Thursday.
Drag the Lake and No More Heroes on YouTube, and I think that's about it.
Wait, check the panties all the time. We're streaming on there now on the account now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
couple
Big
streaming
Red in the
boys.
morning.
Yeah,
Every Tuesday.
WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. We're gonna
Well, no, what are you doing?
we're playing GM mode.
GM mode. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's
neither.
okay. It's where you pick all your favorite wrestlers and then you like choose the stories or make the stories up.
Kind of like one of those books where you pick the chapter to skip to.
Yeah, kind of. Sort of.
What were those called?
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
You said that, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know my speak now.
I didn't read the books. I just know what they are.
Yeah, I used to cheat. I would skip to the different chapters and see which one I liked better.
She didn't even get naked? Bullshit.
Oh, I forgot about this last thing. Panties in the Mouth Live on April 26th or 7th. It's a Sunday. The last Sunday in April. Come to that. We're going to have a full time. We're going to crown our very first ever Babe of the Month.
Ooh.
Where at though?
Speakeasy.
Oh
All
hell
for
yeah! In the
Congress.
back room.
Yeah.
That's such a cool spot.
Dude, it
Yeah.
rules, right?
Yeah, I love that place.
Yeah.
It's going to be bits, games, fun, laughs, everything.
Lots of
Hell
drinks.
yeah.
Lots of
Fuck yeah. Well, guys, make sure you check all that out. Follow these guys. Casey, thank you for coming. Bill Hicks, you fucking freak. Quit trying to hump Lemaire. And please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The High Noon Podcast. And check out my other podcast, Drooling Banjos, which Pat, I'm pretty sure is you're like you're like the producer now, right?
I think I'm going to be going forward.
Bill,
after,
dude, he's legitimately trying to fuck Lemaire. Stop that.
But yes,
Stop.
Yeah. So not only do I do panties, but I hopefully will be doing. I think going
I think
forward.
so, because
drooling,
today you're
Banjos.
going, right?
No, Taylor's covering me today.
Oh, okay.
I got a meeting with this douchebag over here.
Okay, cool. Well, moving
Bill.
forward, I think we got Pat, which we had a great time. Check out the last episode. We fixed movies. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And
hell yeah.
thank you for listening, Lemaire, Pat. Thank you for coming
Thanks
on.
for having me.
Sorry, Bill got a little frisky there
It's
at the
okay.
end. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. See you next week.